So I'm here doing my warm-up walk. As you can see, I got the sunlight. Today is a sprint day, and I wanted to cover your body changes you can expect when you start sprinting regularly, especially if you're sprinting for fitness or longevity. And of course, if you're a lifelong sprinter or track athlete, this isn't going to apply to you. But if you realize you've past your prime, a little overweight, unfit, and you added sprinting in, here's what I found happens. If your diet is on point, you will start losing weight. You will start noticing it and feeling your clothes, but the weight didn't go down as fast for me. But you have to understand too, which a lot of us get frustrated with, is your body has areas it's going to lose body fat in first, and there are places it's going to be stubborn. Some guys, I realize, are lucky. They lose it in the belly faster overall, and they just get that physique. And some guys like me, we just stay thick in the trunk. Like the arms and the feet will get lean, but the belly and the chest keeps the fat on. So I'm unlucky that way. But what happened with me was my legs started to get very lean first. And that was good, except, when you come from a lifting background, you don't want to have skinny legs. But my belly didn't go down as fast. And I started to first of all, my pants were starting to get really slack. I had to go down pant sizes. So my legs were getting lean, but my belly wasn't going down as fast, and I started to look like I didn't lift. You go through that phase. But then as I kept going, I started to realize like a vascularity in my calves I'd never noticed before. And I was like, well, it looks like you kind of skip leg day, but your legs are getting very, very vascular. Then they started changing. The size of my legs went down, probably because my body started burning the fat in my thighs and my calves. So like jeans I could never fit into before, I could fit into, like slim jeans. But my calves started changing shape. And the musculature around my knees started to improve. So even though I didn't have these big powerlifter legs, the look of the legs changed to a more athletic look. It's kind of the legs you would see in track athletes or sprinters. It just started to get more defined, and especially the calf and the tibialis, and it actually changed how the leg looked from the front. So, eventually my arms started to get a little leaner, but the body fat is only now coming down, but you can expect that once you start sprinting. And at first it's kind of it may be frustrating because like your problem areas may not be, but just keep going because eventually it does. But those leg adaptations are a very important sign, because that shows that your body's growing. So the reason the scale won't go down as fast, even though you find that your pants fit looser, is that you're also getting muscle density in your legs in other areas. So a lot of strength coaches will say a lot of the strength and conditioning for sprinting, and sprinting itself strengthens the muscles around your knee joint and around your ankle joint. So your plantar fasciitis, your Achilles tendon all get stronger, and as well as the calf muscle is supporting it, and your hamstring belly gets stronger, and the quad insertions around your knee. So it's kind of a cool thing because you start seeing muscles where you didn't think you ever had it. But it could be frustrating at first, but just keep going. Just accept it. Some of you come from a lifting background, might be tempted to say, I need to lift more. The sprinting is working, but I need to keep my legs big. But I found that didn't work for me that actually, when I tried to put in big 5x5 compound like squats or deadlifts around my sprinting and my strength and conditioning, which is focused to sprinting and force production, it was detrimental. My knees, it would be bad on my knees and my ankles. And as soon as I backed off trying to squat deep like Olympic style, my knees got better. So I'd say resist the urge. So these are some of the changes physically. You know, there are things that you don't see too, like muscles in your back might start to lean out, butt, hamstring development. So, you know, if you've come from lifting, it might scare you how fast your legs lean out, but just let it happen. You know, trust me, let it happen. You're sprinting, your body will start assuming the proportions of a track athlete. And track athletes are not thick and big like lifters because they have weight. They can't carry extra weight and they need to be efficient with their weight. So, okay, time to warm up.